Welcome, welcome, welcome to Fabric Queen Tarot here today. We got another great message for you. There's something here you need to hear because I really feel like you're going to be standing up, okay? You're going to be standing in your power here today. And it's almost like there's something here you want to be known, okay? You might want to share this with somebody. Keep in mind this is for the collective, so you know what? Take away what resonates, all right? If it doesn't resonate, scroll on, wait for the next message here because, boy, I'm picking up Gemini energy, Aries energy. You might be dealing with somebody who's a Gemini and Aries, but what it is that you want to be known, all right? I do see and feel like, you know what, you're going to have to stand in your willpower here today, most importantly. When I'm kind of looking at the cards here, it's kind of like as you did in the past, okay? Maybe in a past life or maybe in the past, you had to stand in your willpower, okay? You had to stand up for what it is that you believed in. And this is maybe going to feel like a little bit of a life and death type of a situation here, but it's what you believe about the overall situation at hand here that you're dealing with. I feel like what you think you know about this situation may not always be what it is. But here's the thing. Some of this has to do with your home. This also has to do with your family here. I feel like you're going to be getting or receiving or using some form of power, okay? I don't want to say it's a power play, but I feel like something within you is going to give you that power, that overall nudge, that feeling like you're supposed to stand up, you're supposed to speak up, you're supposed to say something here. I do want to say I feel like you're going to be using the quickest and the easiest way to get your point across here. But this is something you want to do, okay? This is something you're going to have to do on your own. Nobody can come in and do it for you here. I feel like this is just like a factor or a part of overall life, like life 101 here. But you're also going to be doing what makes you feel secure. I am seeing 444, okay? Understand within the situation you're divinely protected here. But you're going to be tapping in. You're going to be using other people's resources here. I'm also seeing two rams, okay? So you might find yourself ramming heads here with somebody. But I'm also feeling like there's a crack, okay? There's a crack in the overall foundation here, all right? And I feel like this overall crack here is about to be exposed. So let's dive into it here because what is it about this overall foundation of yours that's got this overall crack? Okay? What is it? What's cracking it? What's taking place here? Because I feel like within this situation there is something significant here. This might have to do with the Lover's card in reverse with regards to a relationship. Crack within the relationship, some trust issues, some overall conflict here. And then I see the Ten of Wands in reverse here. And it seems to be a repeating problem, okay? Over and over and over again, okay? Maybe a problem within you, maybe a problem within the relationship here. Maybe you're having trust issues. Maybe you feel like you can't trust that person you're with. What I'm hearing is this crack, okay? Once it's shown to you, you're going to be able to see what an overall effect it has on your home and your family. I do see the Seven of Swords here. It's almost like somebody wants to step forward, wants to confess something to you, wants to tell you something here. I do feel like somebody here really does want to turn over a new leaf here, but I think it's more or less here their conscience is kicking in, okay? So they're kind of doing that roundabout way as far as coming in to tell you the truth here. I do feel like this is somebody who you're quite familiar with, okay? I don't feel like this is a new person. I think this is somebody overall that's going to be confessing, telling you what's going on here. This is somebody you're quite familiar with, okay? You already know them here. But what is it that's playing a part to this overall confession, okay? What is it that they want to say, all right? They feel alone and in the dark, all right? They're wondering where their light is, okay? You're glowing, you're shining, and you know what? They want to be in the limelight, but they're not, okay? And the thing of it is, they want to know where their light is, all right? And they're also trying to tell you here, it's very difficult for them to process their overall emotions right now. So I feel like this is somebody that's really taken their overall emotions, tucked them deep within themselves here. And they're not available right now. Okay. They can't even communicate with you with regards to this. So keep an open mind with regards to this person. Okay. Because there is something here that's really, I want to say, ruffled their feathers. Feathers might be significant here. And they want to say they know what they're doing. Okay. They really do. They know what they're doing. All right. They play dumb just to keep you confused. Okay. But there's a big hole in their overall heart right now. And you know what? They can't fill that hole on their own. So I feel like, you know what? This could have to do with the third party energy. Okay. This also could have to do with somebody in search of somebody to fill that overall hole, that emptiness within them. So let's get into it because I feel like there's a love message here with regards to this situation. And what it is the fact of the matter, they don't want to run from this anymore. Okay. It's kind of like, you know what? They want to speak the truth. They want to tell you the truth here. All right. They're tired of carrying this. All right. And detachment. Okay. I feel like, you know what? Somebody here is having to let go. Okay. They already knew they were going to have to let go here and they were going to have to clear their mind with regards to this because I feel like this is something that's been bothering them for quite some time here. And a lot of it has to do with feeling neglected, okay? Somebody here is not getting the attention that they feel they deserve or that's owed to them. They also realize within the situation they failed, okay? Their part they played with regards to the situation, they failed in some way. They didn't give you what it is that you needed or what it is that you wanted. And I'm seeing absence, okay? So whether you've not been around or they're not been around, they really could pick up on you literally pulling yourself away, you not being there. They've had to sit there and, you know what, focus with regards to themselves here. And they've really been missing out here, okay? But they've also been really missing you too because you haven't been there. All right. They didn't even realize what they were missing out on, okay, until maybe possibly you were gone. Or when overall within this situation there was some space put in there. So I figured, you know what we'll do is we'll kind of take a little look-see here, okay, as to what the tea is about this. And I feel like there's going to be some legal issues coming about here, okay? Papers being filed. Maybe you're dealing with lawyers. Maybe you're going to be dealing with lawyers here. Maybe you're dealing with some court issues, some court things here. Maybe having to go before the overall judge here. And yet, I feel like you're going to be dodging some bullets here also, okay, with regards to this whole situation here. It's kind of like you're going to be protected by some of these people that in essence are a hater, okay? But I also feel like you're going to be blocking any and all negativity that might be coming directly towards you here. Because here's the thing, somebody is really truly into you, okay? Maybe you didn't realize this, okay? Maybe you didn't want to see this, okay? Maybe you didn't want to open up your heart to this overall situation, but this person feels a lot of positivity with you. They feel the chemistry and overall good vibe here, but you just keep cock blocking, all right? It's almost as if you don't want nothing to do with them, okay? And they're tired of wasting their time. They're tired of putting in the energy, putting in the effort here, because I feel like overall nothing is coming of this, all right? They haven't seen no changes. Nothing has overall taken place here or gotten any better here within the situation. Now, seriously, I think we should clarify this. I mean, as much as what this has already been spilled out and, you know what, put on the table here, I feel like there's something here with regards to clarity. And what I'm seeing is somebody here is going to be walking away unscathed, okay? I just feel like, you know what, you are fortunate, to be honest, okay? There was a trap that was overall laid, placed in the situation here. But with your wisdom and your, you know, your overall knowledge here, you kind of, let me tell you something, kind of kept yourself from falling into this overall trap. You said, I'm not doing this anymore. Okay. It's kind of like, you know what? You knew something was about to happen here. You knew something overall here was not right. You knew somebody here had already done something. But the thing of it is, you didn't know why. You didn't know who were all the players within the situation. And yet, in the back of your mind, okay, you weren't willing to fall into this trap. You weren't willing to settle per se, okay, for what it was. It's like you were just waiting for this person to confess and come straight out. I do see angel number 444, okay? Um, I do feel like there is about to be a change here, a change within your life, most importantly here. And I feel like a lot of this has got to do with the truth, okay? Truth and justice coming to the surface here. And I really do feel like, you know what, believe it or not, as negative as what the message is here, um, you know what? You've got some good things coming towards you. Okay, things are going to start happening here. You're going to start moving forward here within your life here. You're going to be putting your energy towards your overall ambitions. You're not going to be focusing on this and the overall confession. I feel like within the situation, you might be somebody that's already healed, but yeah, you saw this coming. You saw this coming a mile away. You just knew that it was going to be a matter of time, a matter of a place, and it was going to happen. And so be it. It is. It's going to happen because I'm seeing a lot of fake smiling here. Okay. I feel like somebody here has been just kind of like, really, is what I keep getting. And it's to the extent that you're going to see things for what they truly are here. Okay, there won't be no more fake smiles. I feel like within this situation here, even if you are dealing with some court issues, maybe justice overall within is coming to the surface here, things are going to work out in your favor. Okay, I feel like once you make that overall choice, you make that overall change, things are going to start changing around you here most significantly. But I want to see what else is in the cards here yet, because I do feel like, you know what, to some extent here, there is going to be a major lifestyle change, okay? For some of you, because of this, I do feel like there's going to be even more things happening here because I'm also being pulled to the strength card. So it's kind of like you will be tested, all right? If you haven't already been tested, and I feel like, you know what, you are going to walk away unscathed here. You're going to pull on that inner strength to get yourself through this. I'm also seeing the Four of Cups in reverse here, and I feel like you're going to be letting go. You're going to be seizing opportunities here very, very quickly. And yet, with the Five of Cups, I feel like you're going to come to terms with regards to acceptance, okay? It is what it is. There's nothing you can do about it. Um, I know it's going to create some heartbreak for you, okay? Majority of you, yes, it is going to hurt. But with the King of Cups here in the reverse here, I just feel like you were dealing with somebody who is emotionally immature, okay? Somebody who is not ready to grow up, somebody who is not ready to take accountability. I feel like this person got emotionally overwhelmed, okay? I felt like this person is living somewhat of a double life, and they've suffered themselves with a lot of overall heartbreak, okay, within their life here. They felt hopeless at overall times, all right? Kind of like to the extent that they lived in total despair. They've spent more time focusing on the negative than they did the positive. They really truly couldn't see you for who you truly are. And that really was a challenge for them. As much as what they tried to look, they were so comfortable focusing on the negative, so comfortable with regards to um, feeling their overall pain, playing the victim here is what I'm getting. And with the Devil card here, they love this attachment because of the overall fact they knew they had control. All right. It's almost as if somebody here gave their control away and they let somebody control them. And it's kind of like they knew they could tie themselves to you easily and you would stay remained in one spot. But yet, at the same time, they never ever incorporated the thought process behind it that at some point, sometime, those chains could be broken. And I feel like the chains are going to be broken here. Get ready, because the Page of Swords came out in reverse here. And I feel like there is going to be some bad, some disappointing news here coming directly towards you here. You maybe don't have any idea that this is even coming. You might be a little bit defensive here, okay? What I'm hearing is, most importantly, you don't see this coming. It's the realization behind it is somebody here's a player, okay? Somebody played you, and they played quite a few others in the process here. And I feel like within this situation, you are going to do what makes you feel secure. You're about to realize there is that crack in your foundation here. And maybe the way you would have handled this situation in the past is more likely going to possibly be handled a little bit differently here now moving forward here, because I'm also getting this wasn't the first time. There's been multiple times here, okay? So keep that in mind, but understand and don't forget, you are divinely protected, all right? Very divinely protected. Your angels are guiding you, okay? Your spirit guides are guiding you. And let me tell you something, in a time of need overall, all you got to do is give them a shout out. Reach out to them, and they will be more than happy to help you. So with that, I'll be talking to you later.